Have you ever noticed your dog suddenly stop in the middle of the room, stare into the distance, and tilt their head like they're seeing something invisible? Maybe their ears perk up, their eyes follow something you can't see, or they start barking at an empty corner of the house. It's a little creepy, right? But what if I told you? Your dog might actually be seeing things that you can't. Dogs live in a completely different sensory world than humans do. Their eyes, nose, and brain are tuned in ways that let them experience things that are totally invisible to us. And today, we're diving into 14 strange, fascinating things that dogs can see, but you never will. By the end of this video, you'll understand your dog's behavior in a whole new way. Let's start with something most dog owners already suspect: dogs can see in the dark way better than we can. If you've ever tripped over furniture during a midnight bathroom trip, just know your dog saw it all coming. Their eyes have a special reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum, which bounces light back through their retina, allowing them to see clearly in low light. That's why their eyes sometimes glow at night. It's not spooky, it's nature's night vision. Next, dogs can detect the tiniest movements, things our eyes completely miss. A fly's wing flicker, a leaf shifting in the breeze, or a shadow moving across the wall can all catch your dog's attention instantly. Their visual system is designed to pick up motion more than detail. That's why your dog might bark at something outside long before you even realize there's someone walking down the street. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Dogs can see different colors, but not the way we do. Many people think dogs see the world in black and white. That's not true. They actually see shades of blue and yellow, but reds and greens just look like gray or brownish tones. So, when you throw a bright red ball on green grass, your dog doesn't see that color contrast like you do. It probably looks more like a dull brown ball on yellowish ground. If your dog sometimes struggles to find their toy, it's not because they're not paying attention, it's because of how they see color. But what about when your dog stares into space or barks at absolutely nothing? Here's a fascinating one. Dogs can actually detect ultraviolet light. That means they can see patterns and reflections invisible to the human eye. For example, certain bodily fluids, snow trails, or even markings on plants reflect UV light. So, when your dog seems mesmerized by a random spot on the carpet or wall, they might actually be seeing a faint UV pattern you can't. Dogs can also see energetic movement in ways we can't comprehend. They pick up on flickers of light from screens, shadows, and reflections far better than we can. Ever noticed your dog react to a TV show even though the image looks normal to you? That's because dogs process visual frames differently. What looks like a smooth video to you might look like a rapid flickering slideshow to them, and that can make them either curious or uneasy. And yes, dogs can even see vibrations in a sense. Not with their eyes, but their brain connects sight and vibration so well that when they notice tiny shifts in objects, they can predict movement before it happens. That's how they know someone's walking to the door before you hear the knock. Now, here's something science finds truly fascinating. Dogs may be able to detect magnetic fields. Studies have shown that dogs often align themselves along the north-south axis when they poop or rest. While it sounds funny, it suggests they can sense and possibly even see magnetic fields subtly influencing their behavior. To us, the world looks the same in every direction, but for them, there may be an invisible map guiding their instincts. Then there's the emotional vision dogs have. They can see changes in your body language and facial expressions that you're not even aware of. Maybe your eyebrows raise slightly or your shoulders tense up before you speak. Your dog notices that instantly. They might not understand every word, but they see your emotions written all over your body. That's how they know you're upset before you even say anything. Dogs can also see through scent, and while that's not a literal kind of vision, their brain combines sight and smell in a way we can't imagine. When a dog looks at you, they're not just seeing your face, they're seeing your scent trail, your mood, even your hormonal changes. To them, the world glows with information we'll never perceive. Ever wondered why dogs stare out the window so intently? It's not just because they're bored. Dogs can see at greater distances when movement is involved. Even if a squirrel is hundreds of feet away, their eyes will lock onto it long before you notice anything, and when they suddenly bark at the air, there's a good chance they spotted something subtle, a reflection, a movement, or even dust floating through sunlight. Let's talk about how dogs see the passage of time differently. When you leave home for a few hours, it might feel like an eternity to them because their perception of motion and light is different. Some experts believe dogs can actually see the fading of your scent in the air, helping them gauge how long you've been gone. Imagine seeing time not as numbers, but as shifting trails of smell and light. That's how your dog experiences your absence. And if you've ever felt like your dog can sense something bad before it happens, there's truth to that too. Dogs can detect tiny visual cues in nature before storms or earthquakes, small tremors, pressure changes, even light shifts in the sky. While we depend on weather apps, they rely on instincts and vision that's far sharper than ours. Here's one of the strangest yet sweetest things dogs can see: your soul, in a way. Not literally, of course, but emotionally. Your dog sees you for who you are, not how you look or what you own. When you're sad, your body language changes and they notice. When you're happy, your movements and expressions light up. To your dog, that emotional energy is as visible as sunlight. That's why they know when to comfort you, even if you haven't said a word. So let's recap this incredible world they live in. Dogs can see in the dark, detect tiny movements, notice colors differently, sense UV light, pick up on magnetic fields, and read emotions through body language. Their eyes and instincts give them a view of life that's completely foreign to us, one filled with signals, patterns, and emotions we'll never truly see. The next time your dog stares into the distance, don't get freaked out. Just remember they're experiencing a world you can't even imagine. Maybe they're seeing a reflection, maybe an ultraviolet pattern, or maybe they're just reading the quiet energy around them. Whatever it is, it's a reminder that our dogs live in a world that's richer, deeper, and more mysterious than we realize. And that's what makes them so special. If this video opened your eyes to how incredible your dog's senses really are, hit that like button. It helps us reach more dog lovers like you. Subscribe to the channel for weekly videos that help you understand your dog's heart and mind better. And tell me in the comments, have you ever seen your dog react to something invisible? What do you think they were seeing? Because one thing's for sure, while we see the world in color, dogs see it in connection, and that's something truly beautiful.